I don't know.
Hi Ashwin, how are you doing? Should I call
Doing
you
good.
Ashwin or not?
Either works. Both are my name. Yeah.
All right. So a very warm welcome to Talk 100.3 and also on Conversations, which is Conversations with me, Ron.
Nice.
So I'm also a film critic. I review for the Times of India, and I watched the first day first show. In fact, I watched one of the most like the earliest shows because in Dubai it released a day prior. We had 11 o'clock show. I watched the review and I watched the show and I did the review that same night and it appeared in the Times of India. The first thing that we did, and I think I was blown away with the amount of expertise you've shown in the VFX and how we can now actually say that we are at par with Hollywood. Now that the film is released, the reviews are out. How are you feeling? How has life changed after Kalki?
Feeling great. Feeling very satisfied because something that all of us, the whole team, has been doing for 3 to 4 years almost has paid off, and people are all accepting and enjoying our world.
Did you anticipate this, or did you, when it was releasing,
Hope
you were
for it.
thinking?
Oh yeah, we just hope for it. I think. Yeah.
Okay, you had sent out all the right signals to the universe. But tell me, your journey till Kalki has also been good only. You haven't, seen a major, I would say, a major failure from the time that we've started tracking your life. But how's your struggle period been like? How was life before you started? I believe you've been an AD as well.
I was an AD for almost 8 or 9 years. So for three films, and I mean that was a different journey. It was a there were different challenges, there were different goals at that point. Obviously the goal was to become a director, but I think that experience was necessary to become whatever I am now.
So, you've got one of the what we call the coup in Bollywood. You've got Deepika Padukone, you've got Amitabh Bachchan, you've got Prabhas, you've got so many actors in this movie in one frame. I'm sure you must have been asked this question many times, but who was the easiest and who you thought was the most challenging to work with?
I think Bachchan sir is definitely a lot of fun and easy. I mean, even Bhairava, even Prabhas is very easy to work with. But Bachchan sir was the first one we started shooting with, and it was he just made you you have like one sort of a fear, maybe almost to direct the Amitabh Bachchan, but he just made it so easy and natural that I think that it was a lot of fun. And I think just finding the look for Kamal sir was a very daunting and hard process. I mean, we had an idea, but I knew we were talking about, the Kamal Hassan, and we just had to get it. Like he's done almost every sort of look or disguise or makeup that we can think of. So, how do you find something new for him and that makes sense in the world and of a really good quality, because Sir deserves, and I mean the movie also, but Sir deserves something of that level.
And when I was watching the movie, when I was seeing Amitabh Bachchan at his age do all these heavy duty, high octane action scenes, we know there's a lot of VFX involved in that, and but it looked very real. And of course, expressions to dene padte, the actor has to stand there, he has to be physically and mentally present. How did you manage to make that happen?
I think it was a lot of preparation for sure, and also like I was just saying, Bachchan sir is fully available. Like I think one of the most shocking things for me in the first schedule was we were shooting, and he comes up to me and asks me permission if he can go use the restroom. So I'm
Oh,
I'm like, sir, you can do whatever you want. So it's just amazing because he just is on set. He just put his chair there and he'll be there available for us, whether it's a shot or we're doing it with a a VFX shot or we're doing a stunt double shot, he'll still be there throughout. So it's just the kind of legend he is. Yeah.
He says no, he keeps learning even now, like even with all his body of work behind him, he's never stopped learning. And we've
Yeah.
heard these stories from other directors also, like how he stays on the set. But how much was he interested in knowing how the final product will look? Because when you're shooting such a heavy duty VFX film, you don't know, right? Because it's all green screen and
Yeah,
everything
yeah. I
is
think
very.
that was definitely his concern also because it was a very new thing for Bachchan sir. But in our film, we tried our best to build as much of the set as we could. So there would be something to react to and interact to. Though obviously the final shot we won't know or it'll be hard to describe. Uh, but he was very interested. I think one of the first questions even after the narration was, "How are you going to make me 8 feet? Like how is that going to happen?" He was very interested in the technical part of it, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's very curious. He's great.
And also the first scene opens with him looking much younger.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give
So
out
that
any spoilers
also,
in the
yeah,
film.
yeah. Whenever he had to give performance capture, or he was always very curious to see how that turned out as well. There were quite a few challenges actually with
Ji.
Bachchan sir's in the VFX department. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. But like you gave us that one incident with Mr. Bachchan. Uh, do you remember such small, interesting incidents with each of these characters? Like anything that you would like to tell us when you were shooting for such a long time with all these actors?
I mean, yeah, it's just been actually so long that it doesn't even feel like a film shoot. It's like we were just uh, literally at it for 2 or 3 years. So, I mean, I really enjoyed, for example, Deepika's scene in the interval where she, walks out of that tunnel and the fire parts for her. For me, for both of us, actually, I think that was something very exciting, and we were just talking about it, and I felt. I remember telling her that I think this would be like a very iconic poster. Like it would make a very iconic poster,
Yeah.
like, and it could be something that would live beyond us also. It's such a powerful shot. Yeah.
And what was the reaction? Because she's had this thing with fire, like even in Padmavat, I think she had a scene where her character walks into the
Walks into the
and
fire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. I mean, we thought about that later, but both of these scenes so powerful. She is. I think it's just her eyes or just the performance. Yeah, it's just great.
And with Prabhas, did he ever question that? Because when I was reviewing the film, also, if you read my review, I've written in that that we can't kind of make sense of his character for a very long time. Is he a hero? Is he a villain? Is he all fun and games, or there is a serious side to him? Is he a savior, protector, or the destroyer? Pata nahi chalta hai. So, did you have those discussions with him? Did he also like have those kind of
I
thoughts?
think we were pretty clear that he was grey. Like he was in a way uh, the bad guy for for a good part of the film, and he enjoyed it. He loved it, fully embraced it, and I mean, of course, there was a comedic and there was a goofy side to the whole thing, which I think is fun. But yeah, he fully enjoyed the different shades to his role.
Okay. And obviously, when the film comes out, it's open to reviews. Uh, Today, everyone's a reviewer. Even a lay person can come on YouTube and do the review. So, are you reading the reviews? Are you taking that feedback about how Disha Patni's character doesn't have much to do, and that whole track is kind of just there, and it doesn't have too much bearing on the final plot? How do you take these kind of comments and criticisms?
I have come across a few, and I think they've been pretty uniform. Actually, they've been pretty consistent with what didn't work for them and in the film. And there is more of Disha's role in the second half, but because of this whole part one, part two, like it does feel a bit unfinished. But I think even the people, whoever had a few problems or criticisms, they almost always ended their review, even if it was people who were coming out of a theater or something, they would have the same reaction, and they would end with something so positive about the second half and the climax, and just how they're so proud that this film is an Indian film. So I just take it with a lot of gratitude, like, yeah, there are some issues, but overall, like, people have accepted and loved it. So hello. Hi.
Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. Okay. So where were we? Sorry, we were talking about the Disha Patni's character, but I can't see him. I
Hi,
can't
can you
see
hear me?
him.
Hi,
Yeah, I can see you.
yeah,
Sorry about this.
no problem. I mean, you're sort of breaking up. I
Okay.
think it's some internet issue. But yeah, we can continue.
No, I actually changed the internet. I switched my data now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now that the movie is complete and it's released, and now the part two is going to come, thought process, are you still a little nervous, or you're confident, or you have thoughts to change some things after going through the whole process of release and reviews and stuff?
I mean, I think we already have the story of it. We just have to
Yeah.
now build it and build the world and actually do it. So yeah, I mean, we're excited, I think, because people have accepted whatever we've done so far.
Okay. And once the movie was released, and did you have a word with all the star cast and the people who associated? What was their reaction?
I think everyone was
Did you
genuinely blown away
have
by.
like celebrate?
I mean, not together, but individually. Yeah, I have spoken to them, and everyone's, because each of their parts are so on their own, so to speak. Nobody's ever seen the final picture of it all come together, so everyone was like quite excited, quite blown away by the whole thing. And because they did come on board, they saw the storyboards and the concept arts, but to see the final image was something else.
Okay, now after Kalki's release, how has your life changed in terms of the way people are looking at you? Are you being approached by a lot of production house producers, especially in Bollywood, to make bigger films like these? Or are you taking a
No,
moment to just not do anything and just chill and celebrate all the success and all the accolades that you're getting?
yeah, option two, I think. Yeah, that's what's happening.
You're not signed on anything new after Kalki?
No, I mean, also we have already something on the plate, so that's anyway happening. Yeah,
You wouldn't like to tell us?
I mean, this is what's happening, like Kalki Part Two. No, that's what's happening. So that's a huge responsibility and a huge thing that we need to do.
Itself, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. Any plans of, doing more of films like these, or any plans of doing, like kind of smaller scale films, or you'll continue doing these bigger scale films only?
I don't know yet. I mean, we have to finish this, and then we have to see what story excites us and what we end up doing. But it's always been like a very organic process. No thought, no like pre-planned, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay. All right. My final question. This has come from a friend who knew that I was interviewing you. He's an ad filmmaker. His name is Wasim, and he's asked that, from an ad filmmaker to a fiction film director, what's the best suggestion you can give those people who are looking up to you as a director?
Um, I think I think making ads is like a really good way to learn the craft and learn to, tell stories like if effectively in 15 seconds, 20 seconds. And the few ads that even I did taught me more than any of the short films or anything else that I've done. So I would suggest people do that more. Yeah.
Just keep at it, and your big day will come. Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for talking to us. We're hoping that you come to Dubai to celebrate the success of Kalki and come to our studios and will be live with us on
Great.
the show as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Ronan. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you and all the best for Kalki too.
Done. 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 Thank you so much, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.